The Museum of London is being booted out of the building it's occupied for the past 46 years, a very distinctive post-war brutalist take on a circular castle tower, a public institution we've all enjoyed as Londoners, but apparently the City of London authorities believe we need yet another office block here. There's not many cheerleaders for 60s and 70s brutalism these days, but I'm going to raise a glass to the soon-to-be departed Museum of London. In some ways it's amazing the museum has lasted this long. For so many years, property developers must have licked their lips at the sight of it. I'm incredibly fond of this building, the old Museum of London. I've been coming here since I was a child. I'm a Londoner. I have a great affinity to this place, and it's right in the heart of London, in the heart of medieval London. So I'm sorry to be seeing it go. In we go then. So it's goodbye to this 250,000-year-old auroch, the skull of this long extinct animal found at Ilford. Antler and bone tools dating to between 9000 and 4000 BC. Shepperton woman who lived 5,000 years ago, and here's what she apparently looked like. An adult male skull from around the same time, 5,000 years ago, with evidence of brain surgery. He survived, apparently. Our ancestors around 1400 BC crossing the marshes that once covered East London. The so-called Battersea shield from the period just before the Roman invasion, and an accompanying helmet. A horse the Romans left behind during their 400-year occupation. The Roman gods we might still be worshipping if Christianity hadn't won out. A woman from the late Roman period in the 300s AD who died tragically young. The kind of house we lived in after the Romans left, no more heated floors and tiling. This horseshoe dates from the 900s AD. And this chainmail from the 1300s. Here we have a model of old St Paul's Cathedral, burned down in the 1666 Great Fire of London and rebuilt by Christopher Wren. An angry-looking Tudor gentleman here who benefited from the Protestant Reformation of Henry VIII building his new mansion on top of what had been an Augustinian priory. The Globe Theatre as it looked when Shakespeare was belting out his plays. A London taxi from 1903, petrol-driven cars. Insane that the department store Selfridges ripped out this amazing Art Deco lift. What were they thinking? Weird to see the shoes I wore as a kid in the 1970s, now a museum piece. And here's an artist's impression of the new Museum of London that we've been promised for the year 2026. And an advert telling us to come and have one last look at the Museum of London before the money men flatten it. So this is Beardy History saying an unqualified and very sad farewell to the Museum of London, which I've loved for so many years. Goodbye, old friend.